Morning, everybody. Mayberry Picker in the house. See you, Mayberry Picker. Thank all you guys for came last week and were attending that camp. Oh, I just got something on my shirt. That's great. Way to start the day. Yeah, we appreciate all you guys who came last week and support. Sorry we did not get up a pre-recorded this week, but I do have a bunch in the slot, so they're coming. This week that we're in now should be dropping in the next few days. So thank you guys. We're gonna see how many listings we can grind out today. Kristen, Blazing Game in the house. Good to see you. Sean, Bargain Resale, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We're running a little slow today. We apologize about that. But just a couple hats today. Getting started. And today during the show, we are going to be doing the hat giveaway at some point. Want to make sure all the fellas get in here. So if you are not a part of that, if you go to our previous video, previous pre-recorded, you can probably get the hint. Joe Deal's on the house. Os Antiques, good to see you guys. Thanks for being here.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I am doing some shipping.
Be listing this bad boy today. Old Terry Lamonti, 1984 Winston's Cup champion.
Okay, I'm over here tapped out.
Simply Shenanigans in the building. Shanna, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope everybody had a good week, a good weekend. The Outer Banks has gotten to be summer, both in traffic and in heat. We're pushing 90 the past couple of days, so it's getting up there. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been getting a little hot too the last couple of days. I don't like it. I am, Eric, what am I, about 200 miles from you?
Yeah, probably somewhere around about.
Yeah. Eric's in the water, I'm on land. But we're not in the same state, but he's in North Carolina, I'm in South Carolina.
Somebody's got this hat listed for $70. Let's see what we're working with here. You have it listed, Mayberry? Is yours for $69? I'm going to go check you out. Yeah, mine's the one that has the this one. This is Butterfly and Bumblebee. Let's see who has that listed. Butterfly and Bumblebee. Kristen says Leroy has me looking at tools like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've been getting some messages on Instagram. Have you listed any yet? There's about 3 or 4 people that have been hitting me up, Eric, on Instagram. Hey, I'm at a state sale. I'm at a state. I seen this whole box of tools. If you're not sure, or if you guys see them and the price pretty low, like we've been saying for 3 weeks, guys,
You can buy an education there. If they're priced low enough, just buy an education.
Yep. Yeah, just lot them up. And you'll still get if you do it right, you'll get what you paid you initially paid,
Oh man. Kristen says getting in the hundreds this week in Bama. Storms were tough last night. Yeah, we had a little wind. Honestly, not a lot of rain for us, which is not a good thing for the garden, but had a little wind. Darylyn McIntosh. It's only 57 in Wyoming this morning. Cool summer. Yeah, Wyoming, man. That sounds like it would be nice. Yeah, we just had some wind. That was about it. Peter Max question mark. Yeah, you might have the other one. There's another one similar to this that doesn't have the red background. It has a white background.
Fuller is okay. Fuller tools are okay. They should be American made. Lot them together. There's no home runs if they're single, but if you have a bunch of you can even do them like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch drive, meaning on the back there's a little square. I don't have a socket in front of me. Oh yes, I do. I just lied. Okay, so the really small one is a 1/4 inch drive. Then the next is 3/8, and then the next is 1/2 inch, and then they go bigger and bigger. Just if you have to, lot them together by the size of the drive. If you have 15 of the 1/4 inch and they're fuller, put the smaller ones in the fuller. Always sell better because people make the 1/4 inch sets. So a lot of the 1/4 inch sets, in anything, honestly, people collect 1/4 inch drive sets. They'll make a whole set with the ratchet, the attachments, and the sockets. I hope that helped.
Grandkids Galore says going to be selling tools this week. My son gave me all his seconds. The pawn shop told him they were too old. Still have a lot of life left in them and plan to sell them on Marketplace. There you go.
1/2 inch, 3/4 inch drive are good. That's another one. Up to 2-inch sockets. Are they fuller? If they're fuller and they're that, check from 1 inch up. Check and make sure that none of them are going for that are selling for 20. I wouldn't want to see you get, because I think once you get over 1/2 inch, some of those odd size, 1.5 inch, some of those odd sizes could bring you in $20, $30 a socket sometimes. All right, I'm done talking about tools.
Timothy Doyle's got another question. How do you clean rust on a tool?
I have a thing called a bench grinder. Your best bet is a bench grinder. You can use, for me personally, if you had to do them by hand and not have a bench grinder, you can use just like a kitchen scrub brush with a little WD-40 and just wipe it off. That's usually a pretty good
Brillo pad. Brillo pad.
Yeah.
White vinegar. Yeah.
But I honestly don't use liquid, guys. I don't use liquid, meaning I don't use the vinegar. I don't use
no chemical. Yeah.
Yeah, I just use the wire brush. And if I don't have the brass wire brush on a grinder, then what I'll do is I'll just clean them with a SOS pad, or I use a little bit of spray, but nothing crazy. I do not spend a lot of time on my restoration, on my tools. I try to do it quick, just in and out.
Yeah, that's why he's got the grinder. Fireball Flipper says, I can't find any sockets or wrenches on eBay listed or sold under Fuller. So,
check the spelling, because there should be. I've listed them before. If you have any issues, message me on Instagram.
Morning, fellas.
Hey, man.
My Dukes wants to know about navel jelly for rust.
I know she's not kidding. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Oh, you never heard of navel jelly?
No.
It's like it's almost like a Vaseline kind of thing, but it's
Okay. Me and navels don't really get along. So.
Sold a hat today, Mary. Congratulations. Nice. Yeah, Fuller. That's the spelling that Tommy just put in the chat. Fuller.
Yep.
And there are listings for Fuller. Man, just been a spelling error.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally found, I was trying to hold out for Cernoch. I found the most roached lot of hats I ever have in life the other day. Literally, I'm like this, like patches and snaps. That's all I could come off with. I mean, literally, they're disintegrating when you pick them up. The whole hat just falls apart. Like, I was like, what's going on here? The patches, like, you know, and Cernoch was like, be careful of tearing them off. It literally, like, they're just falling off as you pick it up. It's like, dude, what happened here? Too close to the nuclear plant or something.
All right. I got a lot of work to do today.
Fireball.
A lot of work to do today. Hey, I was gonna tell you guys something. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Eric, that estate sale.
Dude, that's why I sent you that thing, man, because I was like, okay, so that's my guy. That's
Yeah,
like,
did he split away to do his own company?
Yes. Which is I don't know how it is for the. I think it'll end up being good for both of them. It's especially good for me because he don't have his auctioneer license, so tag sales galore. Like he does have a new auctioneer, but both of those guys are now doing more tag sales than they've done in the past couple of years. So, like this week, if I wanted to, I could go to 2 tag sales this week from.
What do you mean? But when you say tag sales, what do you mean?
Like open house, not an auction. You just
so like a estate sale,
like the one we went to. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes they do auctions at those estate sales, but
I'd imagine that most of that stuff's probably gonna be pretty pricey.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because the other guy was the glass guy.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I mean, I know he knows stuff too, but like, if there's any grails in there, like, yeah. I'm in a quandary right now though myself as to what to do this weekend because okay, this weekend is that sale I told you about in Virginia, like the figure 8 highway.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of nowhere, like where I came through and got all that cheap Coke stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, do I go there or do I go to that estate sale on Friday? Or do I just leave early and go to the estate sale, then go to that sale? So, but the problem is that sale don't open till 9. So, I've honestly been thinking lately too about this is a new little thing that I'm gonna probably try. So when you go on Facebook and you see garage sales listed, but they've already got all their pictures out, right? Should you slide by on a Friday evening? Just be like,
should you what?
sliding by on a Friday evening because you know their stuff's out. They took a picture of it, right?
Well, so I don't want to lose my count. Hold on. Remember 29.
Right.
The problem with that is a lot of times they use pictures from their last yard sale.
See, here we have a lot of places where houses are on stilts. So most of the time, people's yard sales are underneath their house.
Ah.
So, like, that's something I've been kicking around a little bit. I mean, what can they say, no?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. It's
you
worth
can't
the
come in.
message.
Yeah. Be like, hey, in the area, was wondering if I could get a little preview.
I usually just say, my name is Tim and I have to work tomorrow. Is there any way I can stop by your yard sale tomorrow after work on Friday? And if I have to, I'll pay a little extra.
Tommy says if you opted in the new international, you will probably have issues with knives. I didn't get an option of opting in. I was just in. No way around it. So you're saying you usually click that knives can't go international? Yes, you do. Hold on. Sent a picture. I missed that. Let's see. Got my brother into estate sales on Sunday. He's a mechanic, so hoping to learn tools. I sent him a picture of a sleeping bag I found at an auction. Headed to Nashville this weekend, try to hit some estate sales. Nice. Should I clean a vintage wood planer?
No. Look at it, but if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of those guys will be very upset if you mess with it too much because they want to restore it the way that they want to restore it.
Learning that advertising a Friday and Saturday sale hurt the amount of people who come on Saturday. Yeah, that can be true too, because people think it's already bought out. I'm talking about just going to the sale. Seems ever since they came in, he wants to. Oh yeah, Europe trying to Vero everything. I got you. I haven't had any listings pulled from that. I did have a listing pulled the other day, but I guess it was the company itself. Trying to think what it was. Oh, it was a carbon monoxide detector.
Oh.
Yeah. I forget the name of the company. It weren't Honeywell. It's like some other Generico or something. So. Joe Deal said he has his international turned off. I sell a lot of international. I do. Like, of course, I did have a streak of international people not paying. And like when I picked up from the estate sale, I put my stuff in little vintage Kmart bag. I was like, that's something you won't see again anytime soon. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I don't mess with the business policy stuff. I tried it before, and all my listings, I ended up shipping stuff for free, paying to ship stuff. Like it was. Now I just let it like standard stuff. 540 flips in the house. Good to see you. Kristen says, I message a lot of yard sales about Sundays, and the ones who do respond offer me to come through and pick up the leftovers. Nice. I don't find much, but it helps. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
My body is so sore. So when I was at the card show on Sunday, I was at one of the guys who like I befriended last couple of shows. I was at his booth, like hanging out at the end of the show, getting some last minute deals and hanging out with them. And he was like, dude, my guy from my card shop is set up all the way at the other end. And he's by himself. His other guy partners had to leave. He's looking to pay somebody $100 to break down their booth and load it up in the car for them. And I was like, okay, sure. Quick $100, but man, I lunched out. So they have those big showcases, right? That they put the cars in.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have a dolly, so I had to move, carry them. And they came in like these bags, so you could carry them in bags. But I had to carry. I was like, the guy's like, yeah, they're pretty light, and I'm like, all right. So I was like, okay, so I'll take a couple at a time, and then I was like, man, I could probably just take them all. I carried all 5 cases, man. That was not a smart idea. Everything else, I found a dolly to take everything else out with, but man, my shoulders. I can barely lift my arms. It's killing me. But because I did that, I was in the backstage, rolling out the backstage door, and that's when I ran into Junior from Cool Runnings.
I saw that picture.
I know.
How cool is that?
Hey, Junior.
Did you hear what I said, Tim?
What?
You should have told him to come on the show.
Oh yeah, I did see that in the chat. His handler was not very nice. He was nice, but his handler was not.
So what do you mean handler? Like his guy that?
Yeah, the guy that handles all his stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this is because they're really strict because people pay for pictures.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, so I know this is like against the rules and everything, but can I get a quick picture? And his handler was like, yeah, make it quick. I gotta get him to the airport. So for those of you that didn't see, I got a picture with Junior from Cool Runnings.
That's funny, man.
He's got to be in his 50s, no?
Yeah, they're all pretty old.
Yeah.
I also saw 540 flips when I was there too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I appreciate that, buddy. I'll definitely reach out to you for the October show.
Yeah, that's cool.
So did you get your $100?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I don't have to go out there and break somebody's neck.
Where is Nationals?
Chicago this year. I'm not going to go because, the situation, everything here right now. There's three things that I was going to go to: Reseller Rally, National, and 127. I think I'm just going to do the 127. I think it makes the most sense because I could probably do it for the cheapest and
Yeah.
I can make the most money off of doing it. Like I could make money off of National, but it's so expensive. So expensive. So I had to choose one of them. I think it's going to be 127.
I've never been. I really should go. I don't have it on my schedule yet.
127?
Yeah. If Eric invites me, he usually doesn't invite me. If Eric invites me,
Yeah, right. You should just go, man. We should just go. I'll start looking for a house. Maybe a little bit of an upgrade from where we were at last year.
upgrade from
Just
shop
more
or-
space, dude. We just need more space.
I think
Me and Tim had that joint stacked. plus then when we brought in those 800 and some odd hats.
Is there any places that were similar to Charlotte? I mean, that'd be a perfect place to stay.
Oh yeah. Flak jacket required. Yeah, we definitely need to get in on some of that. There in Tennessee, as far as like that, like I'm sure Chattanooga, we could find some stuff that would be pretty close to that.
9mm required.
Hey, 540 said that they do an Airbnb. Last year they did an Airbnb at Nationals with 12 of them.
Oh God.
Yeah, last year was a hell of a lot easier because it was in Atlantic City. So it was like a 3-hour drive, and you can get a hotel room 20 minutes out of the city for like $50 a night.
I've been real skeeved out about hotel rooms lately. I've never gotten those extra critters in my bed, but I see people with marks all over their body, and you could sort of tell that they lived in a place where they had bed bugs. I don't know if you guys ever know what that looks like if you can look at somebody, but I can. And I just been skeeved out lately. I don't know if I can do it.
36 days away from the 127. I wish we could find a house like we got in Alabama.
The one that we got near the water?
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was good.
Are we getting Cernoch today, or we're not sure?
Yeah, I think so. He just said he's going to be late because he's got
he
the
said.
kids. Stuff he's got to do with the kids.
this house is a little dated looking, but it's like pretty nice. Kristen said if you hit the south part of 127 and see pink hair searching for creepy cats, that's me. The creepy cat figurine. That's good. Hey, Lisa Barry on the road.
540 flips. Send me a picture of it. I'll check it on Worthpoint for you. Paul, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. I didn't realize that you sent me a text message.
Not sure how far out I'm going up. Yeah, Bama Dad, you should come. We'll be there for if like me and Tim are definitely probably going. So, hold on a second, I got a phone call. Yeah.
Tim, I'll be right there. Just finish the phone box.
And I don't know if there's one in there or not, but hopefully Eric has put one in the description of these videos. But I do have a Worthpoint affiliate link in the description. Hopefully, if not, we'll put one in there. This will give you guys an opportunity to try out Worthpoint and see if it's worth it for you guys, just so you know.
Diane Matthews in the house. Good to see you. Vintage Sports Flips. Good to see you, man. Paul.
Yeah, there's none on Worthpoint 540 flips.
JoJo in the house. Good to see you, JoJo. Mm. Hey Todd, good to see you.
Yeah, there's nothing on there. Nothing. I can't find like. Yeah, I think you just listed it that for now. See if you can come across anything else.
Mm. Andy Sermetto in the house. Good to see you, Andy. John Doe. Oh man, Todd, that stinks. Yeah, when I stopped there the last day, she was about out. Cernochs still resting for a full day of teaching at camp. He said he was had stuff going on with his kids this morning, but he'd be. Here's a question for everyone. End of the month will mark my first 6 months doing full time reselling, not just sports cards. What is usually the expected number of sales in dollars for the first 6 months?
Oof, that's a tough question.
That's all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many factors to that. Like, I mean,
I think what you have to look at is, have you been able to make enough money to replace what you were making outside of full-time reselling and still have money to source. If you have both, if you reach both of those numbers, I think you're winning. Right? Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on your situation. Like, it's everything. Everything can be involved in that. Like, how hard are you working? What do you need to make? Like, you know, there's so much. Do you have other income? Like, there's so much involved in that decision. It's like people ask from time to time, what's the best thing to sell online? No two people would give you something. I mean, buy low, sell high. Quotes here. Authentic says $1 million in the Austin Powers voice. Plus, the other side of it is those numbers aren't always like if you're talking about sales numbers and gross and net usually are two entirely different animals. Like, so I mean, you could sell your first 6 months, you could sell 20,000 and make 2, or you could sell 20,000 and make 10 to 12. Like, it just depends on what's going on. So, and that's just generic numbers, but I always tell people to work backwards. So, like, think about what you need to sell. I know Tommy's always said that too. Like, is the whole idea of how much do you need to sell a day? Then make sure you're listing at least that much a day, probably more than double what you need to make a day. But look at acceleration of income as you ramp up. Obviously, the first 3 months you have less items as you ramp the store up. And it takes a while. Like you said, if you're selling everything, I mean, obviously it helps if you know a niche, like, where sports cards. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on where you live, like, and all that stuff. Like, I mean, where I live on the Outer Banks, where Tim lives, are a little bit more expensive to live. But, if you were to go to the middle of Alabama, like, or Tennessee or one of these places, like, I'm always shocked when I go to other places to resell. Like, me and Kevin went to this town in the middle of Virginia, and we ate lunch for $4.95 a piece. Like, it's like we literally paid $13, and it was a full lunch. Whereas if you come to where I live, that won't buy you an appetizer hardly at a place. So. Yep, so that's a tough one. I think if you're increasing, like when you're first getting started, if you're increasing your sales month after month, then you're on the right track. Yeah, if you've doubled your net in the past 6 months, yeah. Yep, put in the hours.
I was on a phone call, but can I jump onto that question real quick?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can have their own opinions, but me personally too is make sure that you put 10 or 20% aside for inventory every week. That's what I do.
Good call. Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things that people. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Now, I mean, I know Leroy shared that on an episode that if you talk about, like, sometimes you do forget about that you don't have, like, okay, yeah, I made $100 and then you spend your $100 and then you can't buy anything. Like, then are you really getting ahead? Or the other side of it's true too. If you take all your money that you made and it's sitting in inventory and you're not listing that inventory, that'll get you in trouble too. Yeah, Kristen, I think it's gone up everywhere because people are moving out of the cities. Here on the beach, people are renting bedrooms for like $1,000. A bedroom in their house. It's nuts.
That's crazy.
Cost of goods plus 15% back into the company. There you go. Guaranteed to work. Even with gas, that's cheaper than eating here, Todd says. I love it when we get to the country because I'm like, wait, that's it? Hey, Kristen, real squirrel in the
What's
middle.
up, Kristen?
All right, I gotta get some more things now. Look, I got all these shirts. Vintage 90s. Cali Life. They're all the same size. Extra large. This was one of my restoration projects last week.
Nice.
It didn't come out as white as what I was hoping because it has that weird canvas material on the inside. It got pretty decent. Like, it still got a little. This was all that color right there, but it came out for the most part. Little satin back. Desert Storm. Ooh. This just got alert for dangerous heat and humidity in Alabama. That is one thing. It gets hot on the beach, but man, inland, landlocked.
That's why when I move out in the middle, I want to live on a bayou, so I can swim with the alligators.
I can see Leroy now with his own YouTube channel. Leroy and the Gators.
My daughter is a distant cousin to. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of the Black Tarzan on YouTube.
No.
My daughter is like his third cousin. Her mother, and if you look him up, he's like 1.2 million subscribers or one.
Wow.
Yeah, he's up there. He's from Rhode Island. He's from Rhode Island. I told you, related to my daughter's mom.
You guys feel like vintage military hats sell? I'm a military sound. Military sound? Military town. Okay. That's what you say. Yes, they do. They do. If you find like, I get a lot of the Navy ones that are like different different boats and stuff. Like, people are looking for those. If you find a USS America, I've got a buyer. I'll just tell you, they'll buy whatever you got on that. But yeah, military does sell when it comes to hats. I mean, they're not like $150 hats, but they're solid 20, 25, 30, depending on content. Anything that has planes or anything like that on it do a little better sometimes. Let's Do Lunch podcast asks, hey boys, what you doing Wednesday the 5th?
That's the day after the 4th. What time?
Whether that's Kristen or Angie, just hit us on IG. Like,
Yeah, I'll schedule it.
yeah.
I would say it's Kristen. I'm going to Angie.
John Doe, I'm still a Part-time, I have an account just for my eBay online buying sourcing. I constantly rate it, but I never let it drop below a certain amount. That's good. Humidity bad. Blood, sweat, and killing gators. There you go.
Listen, I'm petrified. I'd be the first one out of the boat.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah.
if a snake came around, like Leroy, like I've picked with Leroy enough to know. Like for me, I don't like snakes. I'll just tell you, I'm not going out looking for them or scooping them up. But Leroy, like these guys know, like summertime, bro, is flip flops. Like I wore shoes one day when it was raining out there, and last time we picked, and I was like, dude, my feet hurt like from wearing shoes. Like I'm flip flops in the shed digging. Leroy's like, I ain't going in there. Just pass it outside. I'm not going in there. I was like,
yeah. I stand back now. Snakes, spiders. I don't like any of that. I'm from the north. You know, the biggest snake we got is like 2.5, 3 feet. Now down here, they get to about 6 to 7 feet. And then in Florida, where Paul is, they get to about 8 to 10 feet. Now I'm good.
yeah.
And then out west, where you clowns are, forget about it.
Yeah.
Texas, no rattlesnakes.
It's not the length that matters. It's the poison. I had one of my friends get bit by a pygmy rattlesnake in high school and almost lost her foot. Like it was, pretty tough. Hey, Chuck, Back Road Builder in the Back Road Bidder. Back Road Bidder. Good to see you.
If the four of us had to do Naked and Afraid, who's tapping out first and who's making it to the end?
I don't know. If the four of us had to be together naked, I'm tacking out first. I'm rolling up and saying, the guys, I'll see you later. People start singing Getting to Know You.
We do the show.
Like maybe Survivor, like clothing not optional. Like just at least wear some shorts or something, guys. Like, come on.
That wouldn't bother me.
Dude, I'm not tramping around in the jungle naked. Like, that's just not good. My wife's in there laughing. You'd be like old boy at the flea market. That's what you'd be doing, right?
For $1 million? Absolutely.
Rosilla said summon Janet. 7-Eleven has a no shirt, no shoes policy. Tim would be out. He's like, nah, can't do that. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Leroy, you could have named any other Survivor show. I'll tell you what, if you watch that, like I was on a binge one time watching that show alone, that would be tough. That would be tough. Todd said he's going on a show called Afraid to Be Naked. Oh my gosh.
What's up, Ken?
Kristen said, sourced and naked.
Yeah, I can just picture me going up to a guy. Hey, man, you got any tools, man? You got any wrenches, screwdrivers, pliers,
It would
buttons?
be bad as if you're a toy reseller, like you're rolling up to one of those. I'm looking for Cabbage Patch. Like, what?
You got any Barbie dolls?
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
can't handle you guys today. I'm sweating already.
Mm.
Kelly, you came in at the wrong time.
Leroy's auditioning for Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
Honestly, out of all those shows, like reality shows, the only show I ever had a desire to be on is the what's it called now? The one where they travel the world. Um, how come I can't-
Oh,
Amazing Race. Amazing Race.
Amazing Race. Yeah, in groups.
Yeah. Just because I think it'd be fun to travel all over the world.
I really don't want to. I don't want to get out of the United States.
Have you ever been outside of the United States?
Nope. I haven't been outside of the once. One time for one weekend, I was outside of the Mississippi River. That's it.
You never been west of the Mississippi?
No.
I haven't been West Coast. Like I haven't been to Cali or anything.
I went to Texas. I went to Houston one weekend.
Yeah, I went to. Well, my brother lives in Minnesota, so I've been there. I've been like over Kansas. I've been to Texas before. That's about as far west as I've been. Texas, like Dallas area. I've been to everything on the east except for up past you, like where you're from.
Rhode Island, nothing in Maine,
Never been
Vermont.
Rhode Island. I've been to New York. I've been like obviously Pennsylvania over there,
But no Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Never been that. Never done that.
And Connecticut.
Kristen said all y'all would lose because you'd stop the source. Yeah. What's the one reality show you don't want to be on? I would say the one that Leroy mentioned. I don't want to be on that.
What reality show would I not want to be on? I would say Atlanta Housewives.
Oh yeah.
Or 16 and Pregnant. Whatever Teen Pregnancy. I don't want to be on that either.
Fireball Flipper said, how come nobody goes to Arkansas? Kristen's the only one that's come to Arkansas. I think I've been in the corner of Arkansas, but not really.
This is old news, but how many people have been on a reality show?
Only Leroy.
Only Leroy. No, more people than you think sometimes.
Is there anybody in the chat that's been on a reality show? Tim Shirley's been on a reality show.
I made it.
Tim lives a reality show.
Yeah,
I made it to the semifinals of Real World Audition many years ago.
Yeah, I could see that, man. I could see Tim on Real World. Leroy was on Jerry Springer's. What times?
Pretty close. Pretty close.
That was before they were filming that stuff, but yeah, he was there. John Doe does Cops count as a reality show?
My brother's house was on Cops one time.
Maybe Vicker said he was on the news as a kid. Yeah. There you go. Kristen says she feels like she lives in a reality show.
For real.
Gino from Gino Fines was in Storage Wars Miami. Yeah.
Okay.
What is Kent saying? Where is he at? Oh, Kent's been to Arkansas. There you go. Oh, there's another question. Let's see. 540. I'm on the fence about it. I think I may be headed that way. Is that where you're at? Oh, that way? I actually lived in Cumberland County for a couple of years. Somebody else had asked a question that I was going to get to. Oh, Mayberry Picker. Where's the most sketchiest place you've ever picked?
Everywhere I go around here.
I have a story when you guys are ready.
Go ahead.
I had this guy that used to he used to set my picks up for me. He was a reseller, and when he didn't want tools, he would set me up, and I would have to give him 10% of not 10%. I was like 5% of what I spent. So if I spent $200-300, I'd have to give him $15-20. And he sets me up. Cernochs there. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So he sets me up on this pick, and I go to this guy's place, and it is a warehouse. It is a 40 by 40, maybe 50 by 50 warehouse with tables just full of tools. I mean, full of tools. And the guy's like, I need to get the stuff out of here. I was like, well, can you give me a minute? I just got my brother come down and look, and I can't just give you money like that. I got to get it out of here. It has to go. I said, all right. I said, I'll be back in an hour. If you're here, then you're here. If you're not, you're not. I ended up buying everything for $500. But it was just like, I had to have everything out of there. He wanted it out of there in 3 hours. And I had witnesses with me. I paid him his money, but I still don't know what the real deal was.
We're talking about where's the sketchiest place you've ever picked.
There's some parts of West Virginia that's
Oh, that story that Cernoch told me is one of the funniest ones ever. The one where the two dudes were sitting in the chair.
guy goes, Paul ain't here. I'm like, all right. Yeah, there's some how do you put it politely? I don't know. There's some interesting people out here.
Like what happens if you do pick somewhere or somebody sells you something from Facebook or whatever and it's stolen, but you didn't know, like you really didn't know? What do you do?
There's laws about that. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, like I
I mean,
it's
they
probably
basically
happened.
come and claim it. I mean, you could do small claims to get your money back. Like, I mean, that's what happens at pawn shops and stuff. Is they come and take it, and I mean,
you don't. Yeah, you don't get in trouble, but you don't get to keep it though.
No.
You know?
And you're out money unless you can get it off the person who stole it. But
Because I've seen at a flea market, I'm at a estate sale. I've seen not a estate sale, at an auction. I've seen stuff get confiscated at an auction.
I'm trying to think of where the sketchiest place I've picked. I mean, I've been to some weird places for sure, like weird situations. I honestly, I was picking one time in Norfolk area, and I ended up in the wrong neighborhood. And, like they're like, "Oh, we have more stuff in the house." Yeah. When you go in there and it looks like stuff you've seen on TV for sure, that you're like, man, I don't know what's going on here, but there's random people and random places. We're like, what's for sale? What ain't? Like, should I stay in the car?
When you travel over certain mountains over here, the other side of the mountain has the people. And you run into them every once in a while. Go to Walmart at 3:00 in the morning, and they got 8 kids with no shoes on.
Yeah.
And I don't know what language they're speaking.
Yeah. Timothy Doyle lives up that way. Like, I mean, dude, you can literally, like, you can be in a great neighborhood and then you turn the corner and you're not.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the things. But yeah, I mean, and I've done the country thing too. Like, I've been to something similar to what Cernoch. At the 127 one time, I followed a road sign and ended up on a dirt road. And I came out there and old boy's sitting against the tree and he wouldn't talk to me. Like, you guys know me. Like, I talk to everybody. So, like, I'm trying to get a conversation going with this guy. He just grunted at me a little bit. But then the lady came out. She looked like she was aged.
Just say it.
Had that.
The hills have eyes.
Yeah, the smoky rawhide. Like, you know, kind of like I've been in the sun. I've been rolling in the clay. And I've smoked since I was 5. Like, I mean, she had that well-aged. And she was like, dude, the stuff that they had there, you know, when you leave your stuff out and like you're talking 127, it's hot. Like, it's sweated. Everything that has plastic on it is just sweated through. Sweated to the point everything's rippled up. And then tons of stuff, like in that area, they have that red clay. So there's like a tinge of red clay on basically everything there. My parents were with me picking that time, and I was like, Mom, get in the car. Get in the car. Like, I'll be there in a second. Like, get it back in the car. Like, let's.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, Eric, there's a lot of places like that out over here, bro.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the east. I'm on the little thumb that sticks out in the east of West Virginia. Bro, you start going down into like West Virginia, West Virginia, it's like, okay,
yeah,
this is different.
It's weird too, though, because sometimes at some of those places you'll see something like, "Why is this here?" Like,
yeah,
why is this here? Yeah,
yeah.
That thrift store that Cernoch and I stopped by on the way back from the 100-mile yard sale is a little sketchy from the outside.
Yeah. Once you get in, it's okay, but like you're like, whoa, whoa.
They don't like us liberals much.
I got a bolo for y'all. Oh, by the way, I'll let everyone in the chat know. I have an ear injury right here, so that's why I'm like turned here because y'all don't want to see it. My dog bit my ear Friday. It was a total accident. He was laying down and we were both like sleeping under the covers and I hit him with my head. I basically like headbutted my dog and he didn't know what was going on and he just snapped my ear and about a inch and a half like lesion or like just totally cut.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Said like Iron Mike, Gizmo, yeah. Iron Mike.
Let's see. Oh, here. Oh, there you go.
Dog's name is Tyson. Yeah, like 4 people in the chat trying to. Yeah.
He was really sorry about it and everything like that. So,
did he write you an apology letter?
Yes, he did. Yeah. So
now that you're in this, because nobody said anything, when you went to the hospital, how do they do they ask you like stupid questions? Like,
okay, so I went to I didn't know the severity of it because I had a towel on it. It was bleeding pretty bad. But, so I went to urgent care first because I was like, well, maybe it's not an emergency. Maybe, I was like, let's go to urgent care first to see if they, something. And then when they looked at it, they were like, ooh. I'm like, they're like,
you need to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you basically need to go to the emergency room. And then I went to the emergency room This is like 11:30 in the morning because I was up like early morning, and then I laid down for a little bit just to take a little nap, and that's what happened. And so it was like noon when I got to the emergency room. I didn't leave the emergency room until like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And dude, they kept on asking me at the hospital what I ate. And I was like, I had breakfast, dude. I had to answer this question like 20 times. I was like, I had breakfast and a little bit of water while I was panicking, freaking out. Like I had 8:30 in the morning. I had a cheese Danish, a juice, and a sausage croissant. And then I had water when my dog bit me. Because I was like I had to like calm down and stuff like that. And dude, I had to answer that question like literally 20 times.
Do you know why? Do you have any idea why?
Because because of the medicine. Because they had to put me under anesthesia. They knocked me out to
Did
do
they give you a rabies shot? Did they ask about your dog?
No, because the dog has shot. Well, yeah, they did, but they have the dogs have shots and everything like that. So, but yeah, it was they put me under because when the doctor finally came, because one doctor was going to do it and he was like, nah, he goes, there's a better doctor, but you're going to have to wait for him to do it. And I'm like, well, I'm already here. Like it's already effed. The whole day's effed, you know what I'm saying? So, so the doctor came in and goes, yeah, we could do it two ways. We could put you under local anesthesia, just numb up your ear, but you can't move the entire procedure. And he goes, and he's like, look, he goes, it'll be just easier for you to go under general anesthesia, knock you out. We'll get it done. And then it'll. So basically it was funny. Like, so they put the mask on you and they're like, all right, take 10 deep breaths. And I was like, all right, dude, I was on my second breath and I'm like, and it was so weird. I had like a mini dream. I had like these hats that I was gonna redo. It was like a dark room, and I had these hats I was gonna do. And I was like, I'm gonna start with this hat. I reached for the hat, and then boom! All right, wake up. You're good. Yeah, dude. It was like 10 seconds. I was out, and they were already done. So.
How long was it really? About an hour?
Yeah, about an hour. Yeah. So.
I have.
Yeah, Tommy. Right? Yeah. Right. So, yeah. But it all worked out. The good thing is they said like once you start feeling it, like because what they did was they glued it. They have some kind of like skin glue or something like that. So they glued it and then they stitched it in like two areas. They stitched it like up here. So they stitched it up here. And then there was like a little puncture mark back here that they stitched. So like from here all the way up here, it was cut. So yeah. No, Gizmo, come here. Come here. Come here.
It's like he's got one more ear. Oh man.
There we go. He's good.
Poor thing.
He's good.
You said he's still acting a little like just he knows something happened.
Yeah, he does. He knew it. Yeah, he knew it.
No, so when you got home, you had to clean up all the blood and stuff because you just went to the emergency room.
Well, it wasn't that much. It wasn't that much. Well, I had it all in the sink. So like, because instantly I covered my ear up and then like I ran to the bathroom and then that's where like all the blood was in the sink and stuff like that. So it wasn't a lot of cleanup or anything like that. It was just, luckily my son, my older son was here with me. So yeah.
Did he freak out?
A little bit, but he handled it really good.
Good.
So he first gave me the ooh, what happened? And I was just like, trying to calm down, dude.
I was telling Eric, like, you never know. Like, you think that you can get hurt if you go help somebody move, but you could be laying in your bed.
In your bed, yeah. Fireball, I almost passed out. Yeah, I almost passed out, like, probably like 5 minutes after it happened. Because it was just like, it was radiating. It was, I was like, oh, you know. So, yeah. So I'm like, let's get in the car. Let's go. Let's get to the. So, yeah. It's swollen, but and it hurts like in certain times, but that's good because they said it's good when it hurts because that means it's healing. So, yeah, that's the fun part. See, you can see a little bit. I have some like cream on it. They give you like numbing cream. So, yeah. Yep. So that's my story. That's what happened.
I think I've probably been like that auntie that's a pain in the neck and messages you every day, probably twice a day.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think I've talked to Cernoch more in the last 3 or 4 days than I have the whole 4 years we've talked.
So that reminds me, I'm gonna take my pills soon. When they gave me antibiotics, and then the cream's an antibiotic for your ear, but then they also gave me some hydrocodone, which is I don't like. It just makes me sleepy. You know, it's a pain reliever, so it's like, well, I was like,
And don't answer this, okay? But maybe you got some medication that you could resell.
no, I mean, yeah. Here, yeah.
Oh my god!
Y'all want to here? Y'all can see my. This is how I have to sleep.
Let's see. You're half a wrestler.
Yeah, I know. This is how I sleep. So like I actually don't turn on my my ear.
On your dog?
Yeah.
He's got a dog-proof helmet from here on in.
Oh, trust me. Trust me, the Gizmo already got into the gauze I threw in the trash in my bathroom. So I was like, "What are you chewing? Oh, you know, like what are you chewing on? Give me that." So
Fireball, so you should have been wearing those the whole time.
yeah, no, I wore it for the first couple of days, just because any kind of like light like bump, it is a little painful. So yeah.
I wonder what the dog thought. Like if there was somebody attacking you, but she must have like just
Well, Gizmo's just like, what's going on? What's going on? What happened? What happened? You know, it was very instinctual. You know what I'm saying? Like, he felt he was being attacked. So,
but I was just surprised like they didn't ask you to bring the dog in for any kind of evaluation.
Nah. They gave me a tetanus shot.
Yeah, but it's your own dog, and you weren't afraid. You knew it was an accident.
Yeah. So they were really cool at the hospital and everything like that. So yeah, they can damage you, Fireball. Yes, but I'm okay. I'm alive. That's all that counts. So. I do have that now. It hasn't stopped me from sourcing. I'll let you know that. Okay, hasn't like. I will show you a bolo. I think I undersold it. Maybe I don't know. Let me go show you.
I think Cernoch now is using it at the mission as a clutch, so he can say that he needs a discount because he's hurt, he's injured, so he gets like 5% off. Or they'll be like, "Oh, the price is $10." Like, huh? I can't hear you, huh? $4?
Right. If you ever find one of these vacuum cleaners,
Oh, I saw that today. Yeah.
in the wild, this brand, look at that brand. Mealy, maybe. It's German, made in German. It's a canister vacuum. Okay? And it has like the hose and this.
Yep, the beater bar.
Dude, I cleaned it. So I took this apart and cleaned it.
Yeah. Yep.
And it had a bunch of hair in it, like just bunches of hair in it. And I took it all apart. It's German, so it's very it goes together like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And the parts are like really good. So I took it apart, cleaned it, and I listed it. I listed it for $160. Sold for full price. So, Mealy, I'll post that in the. Oh, and dude, that was made in 1999. So it's like 24 years old. And dude, it still works like it's almost brand new. When I fired it up, I was like, after cleaning and everything like that, I was like, it's kind of like working, but I'm like, I didn't want to go on the floor and get it all dirty again. So I'm like, it's kind of working. And I'm like, what's going on? And they have air holes that you can close. And dude, I closed all the air holes. Dude, you would have thought that thing was a rocket ship, bro. It was like, dude, it was spinning so fast. Yes, they suck very good. But yeah, that's your bolo of the day, right there.
Cernoch, I was telling the guys, like, I sent you the picture of that Harley Davidson hat. Like, dude, most of the hats that I got in that buy were toast, like the worst that I've ever had. Like, literally, like the panels of the hat just coming apart. Like when you pull it out, it's like the bill. I'm pulling one out by the bill just comes off in my hand. So now I've got K-brand snaps out the wazoo.
There you go, yeah.
And patches, a little more mans.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So need more mans. Look at this little patch.
Bro, that is so weird. I have that, dude. I have that exact patch, bro.
That's like country club action.
I have that exact patch, bro. When I go downstairs later, I'll get it.
Blade X.
Oh, Ken, I paid a whopping $2 for the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, so I've got a little hat patch.
Yeah.
Action going. Here's one of the hats that I pulled.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So this one's going to need a little TLC. I'll be honest, guys, we did hat camp last week, so I know I'm giving away 5 hats.
Me too.
In a bundle. So we're probably going to do a giveaway here pretty soon. So I'll just show you real quick a few of the ones I'm going to do. Then I'll throw a couple little surprises in there for you. So I'm going to put the Olympiad in there for you.
Oh, nice.
A little Angels. This is the Tempe Angels, not the. So I'm gonna throw that in there.
Well, that might be the Tempe that spring training. That might be spring training, maybe.
Yeah. Got the E's on there. And I'm gonna throw a Ducks Unlimited And I'll throw a couple surprises in there.
Nice.
I'm going to throw a couple projects in there because you went to Hat Camp. Now you know how to do it. This just needs a little sweatband touch-up action going on.
Yeah.
So there you go.
A little alcohol. That'll do wonders. Oh, nice. Mayberry's listing some hats.
Listing some hats as we speak. So I'm going to take a second. Yeah, I'll put a couple throw-ins in there. Please no Raiders or Cowboys. I got a Cowboys hat, but I'm probably not going to throw it in there. I got a couple I'll put in there. Rosilla, you wouldn't want this Raiders? It's $100 hat, man. If you have the magic formula to get ball pin ink out, then you would be in great shape. All right, let me see if I can do a random comment picker and share the screen. Gosh, I remember back in the day, I used to do this all the time, but it's been a minute. I feel like I used to give away some stuff using this before. Hey, Glock. Oh, my Lord. Where is it at? There we go. All right, so this is the URL of this video. So to enter into Hat Camp, you had to go to our last pre-recorded video prior to Hat Camp and talk about I was in Hat Camp. All right, can you guys see this? So I'm filtering these letters. I was at Hat Camp in the comment. This is the URL for that.
Yep, just figuring it out.
Why don't you do two winners? Oh, because I'm gonna send some hats out too.
All right, we'll do two. Well, if we're gonna do them both at once, I'll give some people a chance to get in.
All right, cool, yeah.
Let's see. So the video that you drop it in there is the Terapeak Worthpoint video. If you were truly at Hat Camp. If you're a winner, we just need you to send your social security number and proof of ID. Right now.
And proof of medical.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a winner. It only costs $49.95 for shipping. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to ship it out for free. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys for being around. So the comment is, I was at Hat Camp. I'm not in the stream, so I don't know if people are.
No, you're good.
All right. We're going to run it. Pico Wiener. I'm not a robot.
He won again.
Dang robots.
I'm really happy. Very glad, Sue.
There you go.
All right, I'll send 540 some hats because I owe him some other hats too.
Oh, nice. So 540 flips and behold and resold. Please send 540 if you'll send a DM to Cernoch on Instagram and behold and resold.
So there was 34 people in it. That's good.
24 comments total. 24 comments.
You had a 1 in 12 chance.
Yeah, pretty good. Behold and resold. I don't know if you're in the chat or not. All right, there you go.
Nice.
Behold and resold.
There's Behold and Resold.
There we go.
Nice. Beholder Results, shoot me a shoot me a DM on my Instagram, Obxpicker, with your address and stuff. Name
You
and
said
address.
social? You said social too?
Yeah, social. Last couple years tax returns, like that'd be good. Nah. Shoot me the address. I'll get it out to you. One of the thrift stores actually has hats. Somebody just sent me a picture of.
So I never buy towels at the mission because, who buys towels?
I do.
But when they're the right towels, you buy them.
Oh, those are expensive.
So we got that one. And we got that one.
The Ralph Lauren sheets too are good money.
Yeah, oh yeah. I got those this morning. All right.
Did you use the injured discount?
The what?
The injured discount?
No.
Yeah, we'll get that headed out. All right, so here's the hat that I got.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Look at that. It's got a little frosting on it.
What's the foam inside look like? Is it gone or is it
Tasted.
toasty?
Yeah, it's an all foam hat, so
Oh yeah.
it's a little crumble. But it's got that made in USA on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little on the edge, man. It's got a little, see how it's got a little wear right there on the sweatband?
Yeah.
And just for the people that weren't here, the reason why they're getting hats, it was so they could practice restoring hats. So don't be like, oh my God, those guys gave out junk hats.
Squatchy. Look at my squatchies all jacked up.
I don't want to see no messages saying, oh, those guys gave out junk hats. No, it's part of the deal. Okay.
I what I'm doing is I'm sending a couple projects and some minor cleaning, but I'm not sending you I'm not going to send you one of these like this guy. This guy's major restoration, major.
Yeah.
This is we may or may not pull the tab on this guy.
Dude, I don't see anything like that one on.
Look at this tag. Look at that tag, Cernoch.
Yeah, the Nomad. Yeah.
Newport News, boys. Timothy, if you're in the building. Yeah, that particular Harley is not really around.
Dude, you might even just sell it as is. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this guy. Hey.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of these, man, that came out of that sale that I'm like, dude, don't squeeze them too hard.
Yeah.
Look at this hanging tag K brand.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those.
That one's got a little age to her.
Broken Bill.
Yep. You already saw it, right?
Yeah. Usually, I can usually pick out the hats that I'm like, oh, here we go.
Because when you see that stitching like that, you already know.
Yep. But it's a cool patch, though. That's a cool patch.
And it's a white K brand back.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Patch lot, snap lot. I mean, you're done.
Yeah, it's crazy because this one too. I always like that green and white. I don't know why. I just like that color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is how close this thing is.
Yep.
I'm
Dude,
sure
I have
this-
some old denim farmer co-op
Look.
hats. Yeah. Yep. They were so brittle. Dude, you could just peel off just like you're like they're like
Dude, the other ones, man, I could literally do like this.
yep.
Gone.
Oh, we got. I've got a heavy wash right, or I've got a heavy soak right now in the washer machine for some shirts. Let me go check on these real quick.
Oh yeah, those are nice. Steve. The Zephyr hats with the two different colors now. Yeah, I've had a couple of those before. $47 in the chat. Good. Thank all you guys for hanging out with us today. Nice, Kristen. Hey, Swamp Picker. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Will I have a copy? You have your. You don't have the paper still, right? Give them your ID.
Yeah, that's probably good. I just wanted to skip that part.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
All right, keep me posted.
All right. So Eric, I'm working on one of the shirts I bought from you a long time ago. Remember that Hank Williams Jr. shirt?
Bocephus?
Yeah. Remember how bad it was?
Yes.
We're trying to get that back to its original glory.
That's an undertaking.
I know.
That thing was rich.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So
Yeah, so out of all those hats that I had from that one buy, I literally have two that I can restore. Like that Amtrak one I could get, the bill's still okay, and the Harley. The Harley's on the edge, but like you said, it just ain't out there, man. Like it's
no, I would put it up and just let it sit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not fix that one. I'm not gonna just throw that away. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I do have one that I was gonna show you. Look at this one. Now this one's on the edge too. Like I might be able to do some.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. That one's on a tiny print made in USA. The inside's a little yellow.
Not that bad, We've seen worse.
Yeah, this one needs a different snap, but I'm not getting older, I'm getting better. Yeah, it's got the puffy foam. Yep, not the worst, but not the. Yeah, I think I got my money back on that buy.
I think so.
Jeez, dude. That's still one of the craziest clothing things I've ever fell into. I'm like, what is this?
Right?
It's crazy. There's no telling how much of that stuff went to the dump that was over there.
Yeah.
You need somebody into women's clothing. Back, if I'd have known then what I know now, I would have just said, hey, I'll just buy the whole room, and then I've got people that I could basically flip the women's stuff to.
Yeah.
But, I cleaned a bunch of Navy stuff the other day. like Navy uniform, World War II. But
I did pick up this little guy, little ABC Monday Night Football Cowboys backpack. Probably nothing.
You could pair it with the Bo Cephas shirt.
I have a Bo Cephas hat.
Oh,
as well. That it needs a restoration though.
all my rowdy friends are here on Monday night.
Right? No.
Tim, other than Monday Night Football, would you have known Hank Williams Jr.?
Probably not, but I'll tell you a funny story. I had found a vintage Monday Night Football T-shirt of his, right? And I was wearing it during a stream, and somebody said something on the Authentic and the Beard. Somebody said something about him being a racist. So, like during a commercial break, I had to change my shirt, and then I immediately put it on online on Poshmark and sold it.
Poshmark, dude, check this out. I'm like, yo, what's going on, dude? I had 3 Macari sales in the last 3 days. 2 of them came yesterday. I was like, what's going on? What's going on here?
Macari must be spending some ad money. Be like, hey, we got to get back in the game here.
Have you been listing more on there? Or cross-posting more on there?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's it. Their algorithm is very catchy like that.
Yeah, yes. So and with activity creates activity across all the platforms. Well, but I have been listing it's starting to get some traction now. You know what I'm saying? And with Vendoo that I use, you can do a really cool it's really easy to do a delist relist function to where if your listing's already good, you can delist it and relist it right away. Anybody want to see that?
That free with Vendoo?
It's part of a package it's part of the package you buy.
Okay.
It's part of the bundle package. Here, let's do this. Well, I can show you a little bit on it. Oh. Yeah, share. Okay. Maybe that Macari just added the 4x6 labels now. All right, here let's add that. So you can see. Okay, so on my Vendoo, here let me open this up and let me grab it so I can. There we go. Okay, so you can see kind of all my Vendoo, all my listings. The really cool thing is you can see, you can view your act. So if you just wanted to go into I like using this because you could just all right, let me see my grailed. So when you hit grailed, this little button right here, it'll open up another grailed like this. Computer's going slow. Well, see, it'll open up grailed right here. So then you can see the shoes and the the listing and everything like that. So okay. So that's the one cool thing. And then Yeah, you can. So, and then you can sort. So like date modified oldest, and then I can go up here in your marketplaces and just click Macari. Okay. So let's take for instance like these guys right here, these toys right here, these 5 toys. They've been listed 139 days ago. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a end relist, or basically a delist relist. So you can go up here to multi actions and multi delist relist. All right. And we'll just select these 5 or 6. We'll select these 6. You can do, I think you can do 10 at a time. And then you just hit this button. And then it'll say delist and relist items. All right, we're just going to do it on Macari. And you know what? Let's do it on Poshmark too. Like, you know what? Let's do it on Poshmark too. So just get a little bump, and you just hit confirm. And you can see down here, it's working on those items right here. So you could so what I'll do is I'll let that run in the background while doing other stuff, because it doesn't do it instantly. But, it does it automatically, which I find very good. My computer is running a little slow. I should have restarted it last night, but and it's not Cluj is not $150 a month, and you don't need API keys. Kristen Grailed was the what? Yeah, Grailed is the men's clothing platform I was talking about. Yes, and you need to know JavaScript. Ooh, did I freeze? So yeah, you can do that, and then you can go back to your. Oh, I like to do date created newest. So those 6 items will all be done on there, and then you can and while it's working over here, you can work on other stuff too. So, people asking about here's your subscription plans right here. So here, change that. So right here, here's your subscription plans. So it's items a month. Okay. So if you're just getting into, cross-listing, you can pick whatever you want, and you can do it by month. So if you want to load up 2,000 items your first month, you can pay $100, do that, and then go down to 250 items or 125 items or whatever. And then you have add-ons, which is importing, relist, and delist, what I was just showing, in all marketplaces. Or you can bundle it right here for $11.99. Did everyone see that? So that's the plans that you can do on there. And if anybody wants to sign up with my code, you can use my code down there. Use my code. Use my code. Use my code. So, any violations to be aware of when sending to platforms? I mean, nothing other than what you would cross list on your other platforms. You know what I'm saying? What would be a good place to list designer ties? I mean, I think eBay would be good. Poshmark would be good. Grailed, you got to think about more. Like Grailed is like more like Hype Beast, and it's more Hype Beast, and I don't know. It's like, think about vintage and fashion and things like that. I don't know. Ties might do it. Yeah, ties are just hard. I've got 1,000 ties in a box downstairs that I'm just like, I don't know. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Yell too much. Ooh. With ties though, I would make lots. If I ever get around to the ties, what I would do is I would lot up like 10 of the same brand and then do that and list them like that. Am I glitching on the screen or do I look good? Because my computer is glitching like crazy. Okay, now I'm moving. I think I will tell you, my computer does not like Macari for some reason. Like when I load, like I can have eBay, Poshmark, Vendoo, Grailed, Flip, StreamYard going all at the same time. But whenever I start messing with Macari, it just, for some reason, I did freeze for a while. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I'm doing the Vendoo delisting and oh yeah, LSU items. Let me go grab that item. I want to show the chat. It was so funny. We were watching the baseball World Series last night, and look what me and Cohen were digging through some stuff. Look what I found. 1996 LSU champions, college World Series, and they won it last night.
Nice.
Dude, I don't want president at all. Okay. Bro, that would be the last thing that would happen. All right, one more list and delist, and I should be good then. I think that's what's hogging up all my resources on my computer. There we go. Cool, I'm back. I picked up some interesting bags though from the mission too. This little cute little bowling bag.
Those sell. I sell them.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
a couple times a year.
Yeah. And then look at
Hey Tim, did you sell your bags yet?
I haven't listed them yet.
Okay.
It's one of my last things I have to list.
Look at this bag I also found. I was like what? I found it online already, but it's like $20 bag. But it's like, keep your lunch cool in there. But can't you see like some like bro, you know what should be on the other side of this? Here, and on the other side, Supreme. I put the take your work to lunch in this. But that's what they were showing on the online. They were showing like, hey, it fixes up to 6 cans, and I'll throw it up on I'm gonna throw it up on a Grail to see what I can do.
The cafeteria behind it.
Yes. Yeah, Glock. Supreme's still kicking. You got the fanboys that are still buying everything Supreme. Supreme's just all about collabs now. You know what I'm saying? Like any brand you kind of think of, I think Supreme has collabed with them. Let's see. All right, let's do this. All right, let's go here.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Wow.
Would that be called a bowling bag?
It looks like
Something
one.
else.
A bowling bag or a
Like, what would this be called? Like, I mean,
that's a bowling bag. That's a bowling bag.
Leroy, I saw those Craftsman grill tools. $30.
I bet you did.
Plus shipping.
I'm switching out of tools because too many people get on the bandwagon.
Hey, I've got plushies. If you need plushies, like, we can get you hooked right up.
here, let's do this.
I was thinking about going in the sneaker game.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Let me Google it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I can't really find anything like this. Huh. All right. Medium. Let's see. All right. Cool.
I know a lot of you guys have only been selling on online platforms for about 2 weeks now, compared to people like me. But what is the longest you've had like a connect, like a good connection, like a good honey hole that you lost? So you had it for like a year or 2 or 6 months, and it was so good, but then you lost it.
I
For me,
maybe not
Oh,
not necessarily lost it, but like have dry spells
It went
sometimes.
dry. Yeah. My ex-wife, 10 years.
there. Okay, yeah. So there was a spot. This old Mexican lady, grandmother, had this Mexican like grocery store, and she made like the best food. And I was craving it one day, and I drove there, and I noticed like there wasn't any lights on. So I go up to the door, look in the door, dude, completely cleared out. I was devastated. That was my honey hole for like good Mexican torta food, tortas and stuff like that.
Bruh.
Hey, Ken, I've never had the problem that you put in the top, but I know people like my mom that has, and that sucks. When you lose that connection that you've had for 10 years and that guy gets caught or something happens, that sucks.
Yeah. That was my honey hole for good Mexican food.
Last night I ate Georgian food. Bruh. They have this Georgian soda. It's super hard to find because I've been trying to find it right now. It is so dank. It's a cream soda.
Time out. Are you talking about you're talking about the country of Georgia?
Yes,
Georgia,
yes,
right? All right.
yes.
Like near Russia, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They have this soda called Naka. Hold on, I don't want to butcher it, but it's
Where do
so
you even
cracked.
get Georgian food from?
DC, man, It's called like Natakara something. Bro, it's so crack. So crack. It's cream soda with lemon.
Kristen
So
says she's had that,
who?
Royal Squirrel.
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's so good. Then they do this other dish. It's like this bread, right? I have had it before because there's a restaurant here in DC called Compass Rose, and it's like a street food, but it's from like 20 different places in the world. So you can like sample different like street foods from all over the world. And it's this giant piece of bread, right? And they put this special cheese in there. It's like a Georgian brine cheese, and it's like just completely melted. And then they crack an egg on top of it, and then they mix the egg in with the cheese. It's so dang. Look at this. Watch this.
He said that's called pizza.
Hold on. I gotta turn the brightness down.
It'd be easier if you just got a blender.
No.
And
So
Tommy,
like,
yes,
look, you can see the egg in there. Look at that. Whipping it up.
I like pot pie. Tommy, you are correct. I have.
Look at that. Look at that cheese.
Ooh. Little flip action.
My stomach bubbling.
I know. Listen, I love cheese, but I'm like semi-lactose intolerant. But that right there, I know would destroy me right there.
So good. So good. What else do we eat?
I eat about a half a pound of cheese every other day.
Ooh. They have these Georgian soup dumplings too. Oh my gosh. And then we had look at these lamb shanks and potatoes. Oof. So dang.
I will tell you, out here, dude, you can't find nothing like that.
All right.
You are not finding that in Wild and Wonderful. They think a pepperoni roll is everything. I'm like, these are.
Do you guys, Tim? I know up your way you have what do they call it? Like it's like a spinach pie, but with pepperoni and cheese and.
No, I don't think I've ever had that, but it sounds delicious.
We call them golumkis up north.
Like they're Greek?
Italian.
Yeah. Pizza Hut.
That's what I'm saying. It's called versatility, Tommy. Versatility.
They have fried bologna sandwiches here. I'm not a big fan, but I've had it once.
Yeah, I'll never. So I drove up. Yeah, the food's weird out here. It's not. I think people are allergic to seasoning.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, trust me. It's like paprika. What is that? You know. But
they just throw Texas Pete's on everything.
Dude, I was up in Pennsylvania. I don't know if I told this story before. I've told it to people, but I rolled into Pennsylvania and I stopped at this one spot, and I had been like, I had been shopping and I'm hungry, and so it's just like this little convenience store that has a deli and everything like that. So I'm like, yo, let's give this a shot. So they said, okay, I walk up there. I said, what do y'all got? What's y'all's special sandwich? What's y'all's claim to fame? They're like, oh man, the steamers. I'm like, what is a steamer? And I'm like, all right. I was like, what do I need to get? 1 or 2? They're like, are you hungry? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I was like, let me get 2 of them then. They're like, all right, cool. So like, I'm like all excited because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have something that's like never had before. So like, I get it and I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I just eat it and I bite into it. I'm like, basically, it was a sloppy Joe without the sloppy Joe like mix. It was all like ground, like it was like really fine ground beef in this like weird, like just kind of gray consistency. Just slapped on a bun, boom, and I'm like no seasoning, just the blandest thing I ever had. And it's like, what? So that's how kind of like it's been like.
If you ask Eric and I what a steamer is, it's totally different than.
Yeah, no, I know because I try to look it up online. And I'm like, what are they calling this thing? Yeah, yeah.
The steamers, if you have cows and it's a cold day, then you get a steamer.
Yeah, not like ground steak, but like think about hamburger meat, but like ground up more, and then it's just like this, like
Yeah, I'm talking more on the output versus the
where you get shrooms from.
And then I don't know if 540 Flips knows about this, but it's like, dude, they get crazy about these pepperoni rolls. Okay. So the first, like growing up in like South Tech, like, like where I grew up, we had things called kolaches. Okay. And klobinskas and stuff like that. Like basically like, meat in bread with cheese and different sausages.
Yeah. They had those at the restaurant last night.
And then they do the fruit ones that are kind of like a Danish, the kolaches and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, pepperoni roll. It's kind of like that. It looks like a kolache or like like basically like a pig in a blanket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, sweet, pig in a blanket. So I bite into it. And I'm like, what is this? It's basically they just took like 30 stacked pepperoni, put it in a like bread, and baked it. And even like the bread's not like even like that good. And it's like, but everyone's just like, oh man, pepperoni rolls. I'm like, y'all can keep that. Y'all ain't adding cheese. Y'all ain't adding like jalapenos or something like that. And it's like, block. No, that is incorrect.
See, to me, steamers are clams.
steam pots. Steamers.
Yeah. The scrapple stuff, they can have that too. But I found out why the pepperoni roll is so historic and beloved. It's because it's a coal miner thing. That's what they would pack in the coal mining and go underneath there and stuff like that. So they really have they still have a very and it's weird. They have a love for the coal mining communities or like the coal mining lore. But it's like, bro, y'all got like black lung, y'all were dying, and all these coal companies like basically like left y'all high and dry without because everything was built around the coal company. The coal company was like, yeah, we tore up these mountains. Peace out, y'all. Well, what about our pensions? Oh yeah, we filed for bankruptcy and opened up a new coal company. So that's why you have a lot of people out here. But that coal mining lore is so like like they see they don't see the horror in it. Horror in it. Yes, I've had Scrapple. It's I don't know. I will say I haven't had anything out here that has like oh, this is West Virginia. This is
like something they're known for.
like something they're known for that I'm like I've never had that I'm like, oh, I'm blown away.
See, that's the stuff that's so different no matter where you go in the country. Usually people do have a signature thing that's like at least pretty decent. Now we all know obviously those hot dogs that we had ain't nothing to brag about in Virginia. Like pink hot dogs. We have them in Carolina too. They're called Carolina Packers, but I just soon have to all be frank, like it's.
Dude, Cernoch, wasn't I with you when we were going to yard sales and we ended up eating tacos in somebody's garage with their grandmother?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
Dude, that was dude. I don't know if we told this story before, but we rolled up to this garage sale and they were like kind of closing up, right? They were kind of closing up.
Yeah.
And they didn't have anything, but they had the food still going. So Tim and I were hungry. And so we started asking like, hey, what's up with, and dude, we got tacos. Yeah, we got tacos and Yarrito drinks and stuff like that. And dude, we sat with the family like eating like right there, like we were part of the family. And dude, and the tacos were so good.
Yeah,
they were amazing.
Were you guys talking about Bruno, or y'all don't talk about Bruno? Is that what was going on? Like you went into the Encarnacion? Yeah, I mean, I don't, dude. Like, there is some like that's the stuff. Out here, we have an underground restaurant. I don't think it's operable anymore. I think they finally got shut down. But like, my buddy took me to it, and it's Peruvian. Like, it's the Lord, what do they call that now? It's basically charcoal smoked chicken is what it is. Peruvian dish, but man, it's in this people's that you walk into the restaurant, but it's really someone's living room. They got two little card tables in there, and he's got like a regular sized cooler in there. They're cooking on the back porch. $10, half a chicken. Yeah, it's not tandoor. It's I forget what they call it. It'll come to me.
The only West Virginia thing I haven't had yet is the morel mushrooms. They're supposed to be like crazy awesome, but they're super expensive and you just can't find them. And
you just hit up Dapper Tiger, man. Sam will send you some.
Oh yeah.
He's got some of that. Out here, obviously, we're known for seafood, like where I'm at on the coast. So soft shell crab is something we eat out here that's not like most people freak out about it. I took it to the 127 one year and cooked for the boys. Like, they were a little nervous about it, but it's good. And Eastern North Carolina barbecue, like we got that part down, but it's different because barbecue, depending on where you're at, like sauce.
And here's the thing with barbecue, though. I grew up in Texas with like beef brisket and beef ribs and that mesquite smoked stuff. I enjoy that, but dude, I enjoy Carolina barbecue because it's a little bit different. And I like the Memphis barbecue. I like food. I mean, y'all can tell I like food. So I can eat seafood. I can eat, Ethiopian food. I can, I'll try all these different items.
Yeah, I like
it. Is when it comes to here, it's just like here's 11 most popular dishes. Okay. It's like if you grew up in West Virginia, you definitely love these 11 classic dishes. First one, biscuits and gravy. Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Right, that's the whole South, man. Like we
Yeah,
all got
like okay, you're not doing anything new. Okay, you're not doing anything new. Then you got the pepperoni rolls. I'm like, okay, and then skillet cornbread. I'm like, okay, again, that's a down south thing. You know, like I can get that way. You know, venison. Okay, I understand that. I've eaten a lot of deer meat in my life. Okay, that South Texas, we did that. Here's number 5. Soup beans with cornbread. It's bean soup. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, bean soup. Now, I've never seen this in West Virginia because maybe I haven't traveled enough, but they have chicken fried steak. Now, here's the thing.
Steak is a Southern thing too, man.
But that's dude, I grew up eating chicken fried steak in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
they have chicken fried chicken, which is like,
Now, here's one thing I haven't had. They have buckwheat pancakes. I don't know about that. Morel mushrooms. I do need to try that. And then chicken and dumplings. It's like, okay, that's another Southern thing. And then I heard it on the radio. They were like, we're going around and choosing the best West Virginia hot dog. And it's like, what? Yeah. And they're like, oh, man, you got to get the chili and the slaw on your dog. And I'm like,
that's pretty normal.
Those are like, so I think the morel mushrooms are the only kind of thing that's like maybe to eat. Yes, chicken fried steak is awesome, bro. We yeah. Yes, Glock. I see your other comment. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's, but like, yeah, chicken fried steak, dude. There was a McKeska's barbecue place in the small town of Campo, Texas. I grew up. They on Fridays, on Thursdays, because Fridays was always like their seafood day. Because they built a barbecue spot and they built another spot like right next door. And yes, Kit. And they would do all you could eat chicken fried steaks, bro. And it was just like you just went up, and it was like at that time it was like I think it was like $12. All you can eat chicken fried steaks, and they just had just load them up, white gravy, brown gravy, mashed potato. Like, yeah.
So Cernoch. So here's my list, okay, from Rhode Island. Okay.
All right.
Tell me if it sounds a little bit better than yours. Okay.
I already know. That's what I'm trying to say. I've been to Boston. I've been to Rhode Island. I've been to New York. I've been to a lot of places where you can find really good signature style stuff.
Yes.
And like West Virginia wants to do this whole like we're Southern thing, but it's like, but there's Southern foods that they try to make are just like mushy and bland.
All right, the other thing is shrimp and grits. Like people do shrimp and grits out here too. And we have Carolina hamburgers, which are different. Like they actually put chili, cheese, and coleslaw on a Carolina burger.
Walter, you are wrong. Hot weenies are the best. I had them pulled up earlier, so you are wrong, Walter.
I bet you on DC's list they probably talk about mambo sauce.
Yeah.
So my list is lobster ravioli, clam cakes, doughboys, pizza strips, coffee cabinets, which is a milkshake, stuffies, which is a cornhog stuffed with meat sauce and all that, and then New York style hot weenies.
See that all that sounds amazing. You know what I'm saying? All that sounds amazing.
Let's see what Eastern North Carolina has got going on. What do they say?
I'm just saying when they talk about those damn pepperoni rolls, I get so fired up because they're just like, oh, pepperoni rolls, here you go, and it's like this is gross.
Yeah, it pretty much consists of Southern food and fried chicken, pimento cheese,
Ooh, I love good pimento cheese. My mom
Man,
makes
I've got
it.
some jalapeno pimento cheese right now in my refrigerator.
I like a good pimento cheese sandwich.
Barbecue, obviously pulled pork. Yeah, chopped. Texas Pete's from Carolina, even though the guy tried to sue it about it being from Texas. But
Don't they make it in California though?
yeah, it originated in
Mhm.
Carolina.
Did that guy
That
ever
was
win that
not
lawsuit?
fast food. Yeah, I don't know. We also are the home to Pepsi. Like that's where that came from, Carolina.
Mm.
Cheer wine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Or a good what do they call it? It's not
fried
the
donut. That's something that's from Carolina.
it's not the root beer. It's not root beer. It's what's the other root beer?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh no.
Like cream soda or something.
No, it's something else. I'll think of it.
All right, Cernoch, how does this look?
Oh, look at that.
Let me see.
Skippy.
Wimpy Skimpies.
What?
It's like it's a spinach pie with cheese, spinach, pepperoni, and black olives.
Mugs root beer. Sarsaparilla.
It's not. Yeah. It's no.
Is it a brand? Is it a brand?
No, it's a type. It's a type. Oh,
Sassafras.
it's not sassafras or sassafras. I've had both of those. It's like it's almost like it's not like cherry wine, but it's like the color is. Oh,
Black cherry soda from Dr. Brown's?
No.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. The little can of Dr. Brown's. Like, I'll be picking that up when I go to Fresh Market.
Man, we used to crush it when we worked at the kosher cafe.
Is this a new trademark? After 11:30, we talk about food.
Yeah, because we're all starting to get worried.
You guys have to keep me going until I can finish doing this because I'm not gonna have time to finish after we do the recording. So I'm almost
I
done.
already ate.
Hold on, let me ask Cohen. I'm brain dead right now.
I already ate this whole bowl of soup. So
Burners, if I want a pop. Bro, I used to drink that jungle juice back in the day. There's little Kool-Aid things you get from that.
No, I think he's talking about Jungle Juice, the party drink. So we used to make it when we were kids. You pour like Everclear and like 6 different liquors, and then you put like Kool-Aid and soda and regular juices, and you just mix it all up. It's called Jungle Juice.
I went to ask Cohen, and as I was asking him, you know, like when you take a step back, it's birch beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like a good birch beer, and they, Jello shots. Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all saw this during the College World Series. There's this Rocco's bar, and they do a Jello shot challenge with all 8 teams in the College World Series. So if you go in and order a Jello shot, you say, "Hey, put this on Wake Forest," or like this Jello shots for Wake Forest or LSU or University of Florida. Dude, LSU, the last time we looked last night while the game was on, had so other teams had 4,000. Wake Forest had 4,000. Florida had 8,000 Jello shots, and the LSU had 65,000 Jello shots. And it was for charity. Over 65,000 Jello shots ordered during the College World Series at that one bar.
Jeez, man. I can tell you, I know Kent could chime in on this, but I only lived out there for like a year, like near Baton Rouge, right? Like if the Tigers are playing, things are closed. Like you walk into a place, they may be open, but you ain't getting helped. I'm just telling you, like it is closed.
Right.
What's going on? Is it a holiday? No, LSU's playing, man. Like it's done. So yeah.
Those Saturday nights, LSU football games. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's closed. Gonzales. Yeah, it's closed. Like I used to live in Prairieville, like near Gonzales. But yeah, it's done. I worked at a car dealership. Literally, we'd be open. They wheel in a big screen TV, and if you walked on the lot, nobody would go out there. Like they're just like, nah, you gotta come in and watch the game if you want.
Right? Yeah.
We'll see you in about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, one of my
Ken, I haven't been out there forever, man. Like, but I imagine it is. They just put a Sonic in Prairieville when I was there. That's how back in the day that was. Like 28 years ago.
Yeah, we would go down. So my cousin Eric, he was older, so he's like an uncle to me. He graduated from LSU, so we would, and then my other cousin, she graduated from Texas A&M. So being from Texas, I grew up a Texas A&M fan. But every year they would make the trip to either College Station or Baton Rouge for the game. They would go every year. And dude, I remember many of those trips down to Baton Rouge, going down that. Dude, it's another world now. Since College Station built up their stadium and everything, it's gotten crazier. But dude, that's some of the most. I mean, like for me growing up, like in Texas high school football and all that stuff, dude, going down to LSU was crazy.
Yeah,
it was just, and we're partying. It was just a total party.
I haven't been there so long. Sonic to open and close. It may have. It's been there a minute.
Listen, I'll tell you what. Sonic has the best drinks though with that ice.
That ice is on point for sure.
The ice is.
They used to sell bags of ice here. You just roll up and get the bag of ice. But now, man, I went there the other day. Now they're selling cups of ice. I was like, what y'all doing? Like, economy got you down? Like, you hitting them up on the cups of ice. Nothing compares to the big house of U of M.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, as a
tater tots. Yeah, they do have some on point tater tots.
Yeah, the tater tots. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Sonic, though. The older the Sonic, the better. Ooh, that was
eBay sales.
So I've sold some pants. Yeah, the older the Sonic, I always feel like the older the Sonic, the better, because that flat top grill needs to be seasoned the correct way. You know what I'm saying? It needs to have like it needs to have like literally 100,000 burgers like made on it before it starts getting that. Yeah, tater tots, the drinks.
Our Sonic's terrible compared to what it used to be. Like
we don't got Sonics around here.
Sometimes you roll around there and they're like, sorry, we're not open. It's like, well, what are you doing in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 540. I got one of those one time. It finally died on us. We had about 2 years, but it didn't make the little tiny soft ice. It was a little bit bigger cube, like a little rounder one.
Yeah. The Sonic ice it's perfect for just like munching on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4 payments though.
I got one. This lady is killing me. She's like, I don't know what's wrong. It won't let me pay. It says that I paid, but then I don't see that I paid. And I'm like, oh, God.
Because you ain't paid. That's why.
It's like every time I try to go pay, it takes me to the... I'm like, oh, my gosh.
I love it. Where I always feel like it's like they're like, okay, eBay, let me make an offer on this item. I'm gonna make a really good offer, and then they go like this.
I know, right? Like, what happened? You disappeared?
You know what I'm saying? Like because I'll get an offer, I'll accept it right away, and then just like nothing.
Crickets.
Like, why do you throw your phone?
I had a guy message me like, why hasn't this shipped yet? And I had to explain to him that I have 3 business days shipping.
I love it.
There's another one, $25. Let's go.
Oh, nice. What emblem is that?
Honda.
Nice.
Little trunk. I dropped all them off to my niece. She's gonna start listing that stuff.
Yeah, I sold a pair of shoes. Or I accepted an offer on a pair of shoes, and the guy goes, "Oh, the international shipping is way too much." I said, "Okay, great. So are we not going to buy them?" He's like, "No." And then I sent my thing. I was like, "Here you go. Here's your message. Here's how eBay works. You're going to get a strike." And I have a whole message I just copy and paste. I'm talking about like, you know, you went into a a buying contract, without purchasing it. You're gonna, what does my note say? I'll tell you what my notes say.
We know where you live. We're sending our people to your house.
I said, unfortunately, eBay will automatically cancel your order within 4 days of non-payment. eBay will be issuing you a strike against your account for not completing your binding payment contract. If you continue to receive strikes against your account, eBay will have no choice but to suspend your account or any other new accounts you may make. Please contact eBay if you have any questions regarding the health of your eBay account.
Wow.
Dude, that wakes people up.
And then he puts Tommy's phone number on the bottom.
Yes. Oh, I should change that because I usually send them to Kent. I give Kent's number. You know what, Tommy? I will start fielding calls to the. There we go. Look at that.
Hey, this is Peggy.
And if you have a lot of friends over there, that's not nice.
This is Peggy.
No, it's not.
Now, that commercial was like big European,
I remember that. I remember that commercial.
Yeah. Hey, can I speak to your supervisor? Yes. Hold on.
Oh, Tim, did you talk about that golf club?
What? No, because I was gonna use it for today's recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I took my Sprite Legacy down because I see it in every convenience store now.
Yeah, with stuff like that, you need to be on the.
You got to be out quick.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done it. I've hit it before. $20 bottles of soda. You know what's odd? Now I can say this because it's been a long time ago. So hopefully my what do they call that when you're when it's been so many years that you're not liable anymore?
Yeah.
Like
statute of limitations.
Yeah, statute of limitations.
So the statute of limitations of COVID, I believe, is up now. Like we're 3 years in, we're after the fact. But dude, I was selling yeast for a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, during COVID. Yeah.
Because like the bread machines were selling like insanity.
Dude,
like
I sold
$100 plus.
I sold probably like 8 8 bread machines.
So where we live on the island, when COVID hit, man, they shut us down. Like literally, you could not get to the Outer Banks unless you owned a home and lived here. Like you had to show ID, like all this. Like you can't come here. And so, but they let the delivery trucks come here. So our grocery stores are packed. You can even get toilet paper here because there's such a limited amount of people that live here versus people that vacation here. So anyway, we figured out bread machines need a couple things to operate. They need flour, they need yeast. So man, I was selling yeast. I forgot to take my listing down, and I sold some yeast the other day for like $12 for a bag. Yeast has went up a little bit too, $1.40.
Did you go buy it? Did you go buy it and send it out?
Yeah. Sure did.
Hey, wait, Roman.
Oh, Pickle Rick. Yep, Pickle Rick. Yep.
When you accept an offer on Grailed, it hits the payment. Like they have to have their payment already in the Grailed system. So when you accept an offer on Grailed, you know right away if they have like it pulls from their account. So you know that you get paid right away, or you see a transaction failed right away. So at least you know what I'm saying. And I'll tell you what, on Grailed, the sales are a fraction to what they are on eBay, but you don't have these. You don't have these. I've had in 1,200 sales on Grailed, I've had one cancellation. Okay, guy said, "Hey, I'm so sorry." Well, and one cancellation and 3 returns. Over 1,200 items sold on Grailed. You do the math on that.
That's some heavy shipping there going on. Oh.
But yeah, that is true. That is true, Tommy. True.
True. Dot.
Pringles hot honey. What is that? Wait, is that like chips?
Yeah, it's probably one of those like limited flavor situations.
Now I've had the hot honey, like the spicy honey. That stuff is good. Right.
All right, Swamp Picker, we'll see you. Thanks for coming through.
I'm sure the spring 24 update will have instant payment.
It'll go live as soon as they make live selling away from everything for everybody. Anybody that sells on eBay can sell.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Dude, just eBay just opens the door for eBay Live and just lets anybody.
Hey, it'd be this.
Right?
Is this thing on? Oh man!
All right, guys. I finished what I needed to do. I have to plug up my other setup because Josie had to use the camera for some. Oh my god! For some, my body. I feel like I've been lifting weights. Yeah, so I got to do that really fast. Did you send the other link?
No.
I have a show today at 3:30, which is why I'm all like,
Sure. On Whatnot?
yeah.
I might do an impromptu whatnot show on like this weekend.
I'm actually working on some stuff right now. I'm definitely working on.
I might just like I'm just gonna take number 7 boxes and start just putting clothes in them, and like just do reseller boxes. You know what I'm saying? With the new shipping and everything like that.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, all right, this is 5 pounds. It is what it is. Boom. Let it rock. Let it run. You know? And just and then have the boxes like together. Like have each like do like 20 boxes. Or like maybe 10, 15, whatever. And then just show each thing in the box. Boom, 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 boom. This is what you get. Start the bidding.
I'm doing sports cards today, Walter. I have 2 big glass events coming up in July, though, on Whatnot. Part of 2 different events. On July 9th, I'm doing the estate sale extravaganza 2.0. So it's like an invite-only sort of thing. And then the 1 week after that, on the 16th, I'm part of the Glowtastic Spectacular, which is an all-uranium glass 3-day event on Whatnot.
All uranium all day. All right, I'll send you both the link here in a second. Hey, we appreciate all you guys for being here.
I want to know if we're going to be here next week or not.
What's next week? The 4th of July?
Yeah. Probably not.
Leroy's like, nah.
Can we do an hour? Can we just do like an hour?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean,
we can hop on and just boom, boom, boom.
I don't got anything going on. It ain't like I got flown to go to the beach.
Nah, Tommy, I don't really have much polo stuff anymore. I have those polo towels. Did you see those polo towels?
I'm going to sign out so I can go set up my stuff.
All right, Tim. Bye, Tim.
Bye,
Bye, Tim.
you guys. I'll see you guys in another one.